Hi, my name's Corey. I'm teaching myself how to build acoustic guitars. I'm using the 3,000-year-old guitar build that Chris Alvarado has uploaded on his YouTube channel, Driftwood Guitars. So Chris and his buddy Matt worked together to create the most stunning guitars this planet has ever seen. I'm trying to match their quality. Now listen, I fully understand that I am in over my head about this. I'm incredibly stubborn, and I believe that that will carry me guitar after guitar until I've made one that is worthy of sending off to Chris and having him run his test on it. I want him to cut it in half. I want him to destroy it. I want him to take a thorough look at it and tell me how I've done. It seems like being a guitar maker is more about building good molds than it is about actually making progress on a guitar. Months ago, when I recorded all of this footage, I did not have the appropriate appreciation for molds and templates. And I'm realizing that without molds, a guitar cannot be built with any degree of accuracy, let alone any repetitive process or method to building a guitar. I built body molds in the past, but I've since thrown them away because they have no degree of accuracy. And so for this mold, I wanted it to be the best mold I'd ever made. And I was hoping I could reuse it for future guitars. And so I traced the template we made from the first video. I made a template from it. And then I used that same template as a guide for a flush cut router bit, so that I could get 8 completely identical pieces. 8. However, as you can see here, the ends are not flush. I don't know why. All right, it needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but that's our body mold. Hold on, wait, I want to see something. The outside of this mold is where, the inside of this mold is where the walls are going to be. The outer edge of the wall are inside this mold, and there's a line in here that should be there's a line in here that should be matching where the edge of the wall goes. And so if I put this on top, there should be some room. There is not much room. I'll have to keep that in mind. However, I can bring them a little bit closer by doing the edges. Yeah, maybe that's why, because the edges aren't quite cleaned up. Oh, wait, I can do that now. Hold on. Now, this mold I would say was about like 70% there. Or at least I said that at the time of the video, but looking back on it and looking at it now, it's half there. It's not accurate enough. I can't reuse it. I have to make another one if I want to build another guitar. And so for my own personal standards, I fell completely short. I wasn't happy with the mold. Instead of letting my excitement run free, I should have just went back and fixed it. I tried by cutting the ends on the bandsaw to make everything more flush and square, but it ended up just ruining the geometry and didn't even fix the problem. I just caused another problem. But anyways, I screwed all that together. It was done, and now we had to start looking at a different type of mold. Ew. My brother had given me some old cornhole boards. They had picture and epoxy on it and glue, and I had to clean them up, and I tried scraping, I tried sanding, I tried planing, and it wasn't doing anything except for ruining the tools. Ew. Ew. It was sticky. It's just getting fucking gummy. Oh my god. And so I just dumped a bunch of acetone on it. Acetone. That was probably a lot. And then it all came off in this goo, and it was good. Working? Oh. Ew. Ooh, it's all slimy. Ooh. Okay, now there's not much that you need to know about the side bending mold or the side bending jig and how I constructed it, but basically the most important part was that I made it an inside mold, meaning that I've taken the outside mold I made earlier, the little template, because that goes to the outside of the wall. I've subtracted 4 millimeters to compensate for the thickness of the walls. It's just about 4 millimeters. I should be able to put this pencil up against this wall like that and trace it around like this. Line up this side with this side because they should be factory. This is the width of the wall. I need this to be 3 1/8 divided by 2. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Okay, that is done. Then we can finish it off with some stainless steel and a heating blanket, and there we go. That's tinfoil water, and plug that in, you're good to go. Okay, now that that was done, we just needed one more thing, which is this, a go bar deck. I was so excited to build this. This is my favorite tool. Love this thing. This is how this works. Can you see everything? I hope so. I know there's a shadow, I know, but just deal with it, okay? So basically, I have this quiver full of fiberglass rods. Now, I've taken Chris's advice and gotten like snow plow reflector sign pole things. They're just fiberglass rods, and I've cut the tips off of them to be a length that I need for go bar deck. And the way that you do this is you would have a piece that you need to glue together, like let's say your bracing. You put the soundboard in there, and then you put the bracing on top of it, and then you can put this delicately where you want it. Using the flexibility of this go bar, you can bend it down, put it to where it's standing straight above, and then you just let go. What that's done is put downward pressure, or it's trying to expand, or it's trying to straighten out, which causes pressure upwards and downwards. And if you do too many of these, there's going to be some times where you see this guy, and it has like 50 go bars in it, and you're like, what are you doing with all those go bars? Alright, now you should be able to see it. See how much that bows? You see that? That bowing's not good, because I'll place a go bar in there and then I'll have some fall out. We didn't go over the construction of the go bar at all. Basically, it's just threaded rod with 2 things of plywood and some nuts and washers. It's super simple. Anybody can make this. But with that being said, I think we have everything to move on to the next step. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.